Good morning, friends. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on hydrophytes. Hydrophytes. What is hydrophytes? A plant which grows in water or near the water or above the water. Okay, a plant which is grow only in water, on water or near the water, that is called as hydrophytes. Hydrophytes. It is arrived from Greek originality. Okay, so that is hydro means water, fight fights means plants. So water plants, and another name we can also call this is called water loving plants. There are three kinds of hydrophytes groups: submerged hydrophytes, free floating hydrophytes, amphibious hydrophytes. Submerged hydrophytes, which is immersed in water, that is also called submerged hydrophytes. Free floating, either they are not rooted in this water, they are above the surface of water, they are free floating one, that is called as hydrophytes, free floating hydrophytes. Amphibious, they are near the land, they are fixed in the soil, that is also called amphibious plants. There are three kinds of hydrophytes: submerged hydrophytes, free floating hydrophytes, and amphibious hydrophytes. Now we are going to see one by one what is submerged hydrophytes. Submerged hydrophytes, they are immersed in water, inside the water. They don't so outside this area. For example, Hydrilla, Vallisneria, Utricularia, and Cara and Ceratophylla. So Hydrilla, you know, well-known example. So you might have seen it. Okay, and also Vallisneria. Among this, Utricularia, it is an insectivorous plants. So this is they are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen in the sea level. Okay, that is Utricularia. It is an insectivorous plant. Hydrilla, Vallisneria, Cara, and Ceratophylla. Cara belongs to algae category. Hydrilla also angiospermian category. Okay, so what is submerged? Inside the water. Inside the water, they are immersed in water, or it is inside the water. They live in the condition which is also called submerged hydrophytes. Is, for example, Hydrilla, Vallisneria, Utricularia, and Cara and Ceratophylla. And second one is free floating hydrophytes. The second type is it's a floating hydrophytes. They are also divided into two categories: free floating hydrophytes, free floating but it is rooted. So they have two types: floating hydrophytes, which is also called two types. One is free floating hydrophytes, another one is free floating and rooted. What is free floating? This kinds of free floating hydrophytes, the above the surface of water, they move here and there, anywhere they can move. They don't have a roots, they have a simply rhizoids. And the rhizoid, they have a root pockets. It's easy to move one place to another place. For example, Lemna, Salvinia, Azolla, Fistia, and Wolffia. Among this, Azolla and Wolffia, it is belongs to Pteridophytes category. Azolla, it is also fixed the nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen. It is also in the field, paddy fields. So free floating hydrophytes, mostly they freely float on the water. This kinds of hydrophytes, which is also called free floating hydrophytes: Lemna, Salvinia, Azolla, Pistia, and Wolffia. Next, hydrophytes, I said free floating hydrophytes divided into two categories: free floating hydrophytes. Another one is free floating but it's rooted hydrophytes. This the rooted of the plant fixed in the soil while leaves are floating on the surface. For example, Nymphia, Victoria regia, and Trapha. These plants, they don't have roots, they have a rhizode fixed in the one place. And the leaf through the spicule, they'll move in here they several places. For example, Nymphia, Victoria, and Trapha. So they are rooted in the soil, muddy soil, and fixed one place, but their leaves floated anywhere of this water. Next, we move to this amphibious hydrophytes plants. These plants grow in shallow water or in muddy soil, or in a marshy places. For example, Cypress, Trapha, Marsilia. So only they grow on shallow water or muddy soil, or or in the marshy place. This kinds of hydrophytes, example, Cypress, Trapha, and Marsilia. Marsilia, it belongs to and pteridophytes. So what are the general characteristics of hydrophytes? Hydrophytes, the root system is poorly developed. For example, in especially they in submerged hydrophytes, they don't have a root. Root is very reduced in condition. Why? Because they diffuse water directly into leaves. And roots of water plants, they are feathery to hold of plants. So this is it is present in the roots. Root modified into pick up oxygens. Okay. And in free floating hydrophytes, the stem thick, short, and floating on the surface. Sometimes they don't have a stem, they have a petiole which is present. For example, Nymphea, Nelumbium, the stem is a rhizome. The rhizome will live for many years and produce leaves every year. So every year the rhizome they can produce leaves. And rooted plants with fluted leaves, the leaves are large in conditions, they are flat, they are entire, viscous in nature, and they are too much of cuticle which is present. For example, Nymphea, Victoria regia. Their upper surface is coated with waxy coated. The waxy coating, why it's the waxy coated? Because the waxy coating is protect the leaves from mechanical and physical injury and prevents clogging of stomatal five water. So I already said it. So root system poorly developed, and especially submerged hydrophytes, they don't have roots. So if it is roots, they don't. If it is roots present, they don't have proper roots. They have a rhizoids present. The stem it is short, floating on the surface. Leaves it is flat and green and waxy coated. So floating plants, especially Eichhornia and Trapha, petiole became it's a characteristic of swollen and became spongy and natures. Why? Because of spongy and swollen nature, they can easily float on the water. And for example, like Limnocaterphylla, Secretaria, Ranunculus, Salvinia, and Azolla, they have two kinds of leaf which is present. Either one is short leaf, another one is long leaf. Especially Limnocaterphylla, Secretaria, and Ranunculus, Salvinia, and Azolla, they have two kinds of leaf is present. One is short leaf, one other one is long leaves. Submerged hydrophyte, they dissected leaf offering little resistance against the water content. Okay, and in some of the leaf they are became like a mesophytic in natures. So most of the hydrophytes pollination dispersed or fruit dispersed through water. Thank you friends. When you have a doubt, you can ask me through this chat.